For many, the idea of stepping into a higher state of consciousness feels like a distant dream, a realm of mysticism and unattainable truths. But the reality is far closer than most realize. Right now, countless individuals are quietly experiencing profound inner shifts, unlocking a way of being that transcends the ordinary. This transformation doesn't always announce itself with dramatic signs. Often, it starts subtly, as if life is gently guiding you toward a deeper understanding of who you truly are. One of the earliest indications of this shift is the growing sense of disconnect from your previous environment. Suddenly, what once captivated you feels hollow. Shallow conversations become tiresome, familiar places lose their charm, and you notice yourself perceiving the world with heightened sensitivity and awareness. You start to recognize automatic patterns not just in others, but in yourself. And while this can feel isolating at first, it's actually a sign of reconnecting with your core essence. This process isn't something you consciously choose. It unfolds naturally, like the inevitable evolution of consciousness. It's as though a veil has lifted, allowing you to see what was always there but previously unnoticed. At times, this newfound clarity can feel lonely, yet it brings a profound sense of understanding, almost as if your soul whispers, "Now, you're beginning to remember who you really are." One of the most profound changes during this transition is how your perception of reality shifts. Long-held fears begin to fade, and the constant internal pressure to achieve or prove yourself gradually dissolves. In its place emerges a calm, almost paradoxical sense of peace, one that doesn't rely on external circumstances, opinions of others, fear of the future, the need for validation. They no longer carry the same weight. It's as if you're awakening from a collective dream where everyone is racing, comparing, and chasing approval. Now you no longer feel compelled to participate. Many describe this stage as a true awakening of the soul. You stop identifying solely with roles: professional, partner, friend, child, and instead begin to sense the self that exists beyond all labels. Life continues, but your relationship with it transforms. Expectations rooted in scarcity or fear no longer dominate your ambitions. Instead, your desires flow naturally from within. Driven by authenticity and a sense of ease, you start living consciously, experiencing and feeling life fully, embracing growth, and above all, embodying your true essence. As you attune to this higher vibration, the past loses its grip. Memories that once caused pain and recurring trauma gradually lose their power, not because they vanish, but because you no longer identify with them. You begin to view your history with compassion and maturity, understanding that while everything you experience shaped your path, you are no longer defined by past suffering. This realization is deeply liberating. Rather than resisting or rewriting your history, you accept and integrate it, knowing that your true power resides in the present moment. This shift also transforms your relationships. People who previously drained you emotionally naturally drift away, cycles close, and some connections end. While this can sting initially, deep down, you sense it's necessary. You shed what no longer serves your growth, emerging lighter, more present, and more at peace. Living in this heightened state also alters your relationship with time. No longer caught in the tension between past regrets and future anxieties, you experience life fully in the now. Small details, nature's sounds, a meal's flavor, a moment of silence gain depth, revealing the richness of presence. Even when challenging emotions arise, you remain. You don't flee or react automatically. Instead, you face life with awareness, responding with balance rather than instinctive patterns. This signifies a profound shift. You are no longer asleep in the collective unconscious, but awake, conscious, and fully engaged. As your consciousness aligns further with this higher frequency, you cease resisting life and begin to flow with it. Challenges persist, but your relationship to them transforms. Control and obsession with outcomes give way to trust in a larger unfolding plan, freeing you from unnecessary burdens. In essence, this journey isn't about perfection or escaping difficulty. It's about discovering a way to live fully present, to awaken your soul, and to navigate life from a place of inner alignment and deep, enduring peace. In my view, what this text describes resonates deeply with my own experiences. I truly believe that shifting into a higher state of consciousness isn't something distant or unattainable. It's something we can live and feel in our daily lives. I've noticed how subtle changes, like feeling different from the people and environments around me, or seeing life with more depth and clarity, can signal a profound inner transformation. For me, the most striking part is how this process changes the way we relate to ourselves and the world. Letting go of fears, societal pressures, and the constant need for approval has brought a sense of peace I never thought possible. It's not about abandoning ambitions or dreams, but about pursuing them from a place of inner freedom rather than scarcity or fear. I also feel that the idea of living fully in the present moment is truly life-changing. When we stop being dragged by past regrets or future anxieties, we start noticing the simple, beautiful details that make life meaningful. Personally, I've experienced that this presence creates a calm, grounded state where even challenges are easier to face. In short, I see this journey not as a distant mystical concept, but as a real practical way to awaken, heal, and align with who we truly are. You used to feel the need to constantly confirm that you were on the right path, that everything was unfolding exactly as it should. But now, you're beginning to realize that life has its own rhythm, that not everything needs to be forced, and that what may appear as delays, losses, or confusion is often the universe gently guiding you back toward something more authentic. This kind of surrender isn't passivity, it's presence. It's listening, acting when the moment feels right, and resting when your body or mind signals the need. It's moving with awareness, not rushing, with intention, not anxiety. Flowing with life also means understanding that the more you resist, the more you suffer. When you release control not blindly, but with an open heart, things start to align almost magically. The right people show up, opportunities appear, and your intuition becomes clearer. Life begins to feel as though it's working with you, not against you. In this state of flow, you recognize that control was always an illusion. True power comes from connecting with yourself, listening to the desires of your soul, and trusting the universe even when the path isn't fully illuminated. As you attune to the fifth dimension, a subtle yet profound shift occurs within you. Anxiety gives way to deep, unwavering trust. This trust doesn't stem from the ego or external guarantees, it emerges from within. Even without knowing exactly what lies ahead, you begin to sense that things will work out. This happens because your intuition strengthens. You start noticing a deeper intelligence guiding your steps, a feeling in your chest, a shiver, a silent knowing that speaks louder than any thought. And when you honor it, even without fully understanding, everything begins to make more sense. Before, you craved certainty. You wanted to control the future, plan every step, and seek validation before making decisions. Now, you act based on feeling, not just thought. The choices born from this intuitive place are lighter, more aligned, and more authentic. Fear and doubt still appear, but you no longer let them dominate you. You pause, breathe, and turn inward, trusting that the answer will emerge not always as you wish, but always as you need. This type of trust changes everything: how you relate to others, how you manage your time, and how you navigate life's processes. Even amidst chaos, you remain centered internally, as if something within quietly assures you, no matter what's happening, you are safe. Keep moving. This inner calm is one of the greatest gifts of awakening. Life outside may feel hectic, but within there is a space of peace, clarity, and presence. This is where your soul's wisdom resides. Entering the fifth dimension doesn't mean passively waiting for the universe to fix everything. On the contrary, in this elevated state of consciousness, you act but with purpose, intention, and inner clarity. Your actions no longer stem from hurry, comparison, or fear. They emerge from alignment with your soul and intuition. You no longer feel compelled to prove anything to anyone. True fulfillment comes from acting in harmony with your inner truth. Whether starting a new project, changing careers, or cultivating a habit, every action gains deeper meaning when it comes from the heart, not obligation. Purposeful action also brings a different kind of courage. Fear of failure or judgment no longer paralyzes you, because you know that if something resonates deeply, it's aligned with your path. Even if results aren't immediate, simply moving consciously is proof that you are flowing with your truth. You do less, but with more presence, quality, and dedication, and the outcomes naturally follow, not through force, but through the energy you bring to each act. Living in the fifth dimension isn't about escaping reality. It's about being rooted in your essence while connected to something greater. It's about engaging with the world without losing yourself. This level of consciousness transforms your perception, your actions, and your relationships. Fear no longer dominates. Love, trust, and compassion take its place. Life becomes less a battle and more a dance between your being and the universe. In this awakened state, you connect with a higher energy, the flow of life, and your true purpose. You feel that you are exactly where you need to be, even when challenges arise, because you understand they are part of growth, not obstacles. Living in the fifth dimension is about awakening to your true self, free from the constraints of the past, external expectations, and the illusion of separation. By accessing this state, you not only transform your own life, but also become a light for those around you, influencing others and contributing to a collective awakening. If you are on this journey, celebrate it, honor it, and continue moving forward with courage, trust, and love. You are not alone, and the best is yet to come. In my personal view, living in the fifth dimension is not just a spiritual concept, it's a real, tangible shift in the way we experience life. For me, it has been a journey of learning to trust myself and the flow of the universe, letting go of the need to control every outcome. I feel that the more I surrender to this flow, the lighter and more aligned I become, and the more I notice the subtle guidance of my intuition shaping my path. What resonates with me most is that this isn't about escaping challenges or avoiding responsibilities. It's about acting from a place of clarity and purpose, with the heart leading the way. I've realized that the true power and peace come not from forcing life to fit my expectations, but from embracing the present, listening deeply to myself, and allowing the universe to co-create with me. In essence, stepping into this higher state of consciousness has transformed the way I relate to myself, to others, and to the world. It's a reminder that life isn't a race or a series of checkboxes. It's a delicate dance of awareness, trust, and presence. And for me, this is the most liberating and fulfilling way to truly live.